This is the Preston Indians pregame show. Coming up, we'll take a look at tonight's game. We'll hear from the coach and look at the pregame stats, all leading up to tonight's action. You're listening to live coverage of the Preston Indians on 105.5 FM, AM 1340, and mylocalradio.com. And a very pleasant good evening, everyone, as we welcome you here to Preston Gym, as tonight the Preston Indians move into the Game 2 of the district tournament and will play host to the Century Diamondbacks. Dan Hubbard along with Lyle Fuller, glad to have you with us here tonight. John Beverly back in studio. John Slaughter on camera tonight on our video feed on mylocalradio.com. The Preston Indians, winners on senior night here against Burley, improved their record to 15-6. Of course, they won the conference at 3-1. And tonight they'll take on the Century Diamondbacks, who were winners over Pocatello on Tuesday night to advance to this game here this evening. This is the third meeting of the year between the two teams, as Preston was able to win both the previous games, 53-43 and 51-44 over at the Snake Pit in Pocatello during the last week or so of the season. And Lyle Fuller, it sets up a very interesting confrontation tonight as the Indians and the Diamondbacks look to at least move in with a win tonight. One of them will move into the championship round of the district tournament.
Yeah, a huge game strategy-wise. If you win tonight, somebody's got to beat you twice to go to state, and one of those times they would have to beat you on your own floor. So both teams really hungry for a win here tonight. I was a little surprised that Century beat Pocatello, not a blowout, but fairly handily in the first game of the district tournament. And, of course, the Diamondbacks will be looking to get revenge, so to speak, against the Indians tonight. They say it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. This will be the third time we've played them. We'll see how that plays out tonight.
For the Preston Indians, of course, it's the usual cast of characters for the Indians. A strong starting 5 and good 2 or 3 guys off the bench.
Yeah, the Indians have done a good job throughout the season of finding guys' roles and how they fit in with each other, learning how to play with each other. And the team has certainly developed over the course of the season. This is the time of year when it's now or never. You got to put it all together and play your best ball now.
For Century, they have a very strong core 5 of guys. In fact, against the other night against Pocatello, only 5 players scored in the entire game for the Diamondbacks. But it all starts with the guards, Emmett Holt and Bruin Fleischman.
Yeah, Holt has been outstanding. They list him at about 6'2". I think he's closer to 6'4", and he's a great outside shooter. And then Bruin Fleischman, the younger of the Fleischman brothers, also 6'4" and a good guard. Then Williams gives them that ball handling in the point guard spot, and they're a tough team to stop. There's a reason why they've had a lot of success this year.
And of course, then you move inside, and you got to figure out some way to move the kid who's going to go play offensive line at Montana State, the 6'5", probably be close to 280-pound senior. Well, of course, we're talking about Titan Fleischman down low.
Yeah, Titan's a load in there, and he had a really good game I saw against Pocatello. He'll look to keep that going, but you know, I like the way the Indians have been playing about the last 6-8 games of the year. Dan been getting better and better and playing well together, and hopefully that'll continue even though they've had a 7 or 8 day layoff here.
So we'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll spend a couple of minutes. We'll talk to Coach Tyler Jones, get his opinion on tonight's game. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
ACH, my local radio.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Are you worried about the safety of your home or business? Well, ChemDry of Northern Utah can help. Their new Micro Pro Shield service disinfects, then adds antimicrobial protection for up to 90 days. They use patented technology to create a layer of spikes on surfaces that mechanically kills microbes on contact for up to 3 months. Their hospital-grade disinfectant is EPA approved for use against SARS-CoV-2, the very cause of COVID-19. It's simply ideal for residential and commercial settings. If you'd like more information about their new Micro Pro Shield service and you're in Cache or Box Elder County, make sure you call today, 435-752-6100. That's 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of Northern.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi.
Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
Tonight's pregame visit with the coach is brought to you by Rounds & Associates Insurance Services Incorporated, the local independent insurance agency offering you many different options for all of your insurance needs. Call for your competitive quote today at 208-852-20. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
KACH.
Welcome back here to the pregame show. Tyler Jones, our guest here, before we tip it off here against Century in the second game of the district playoffs here. You know, it's we talk about seasons going by, and all of a sudden it's the second season, but this is really what you play for. This is going to position now to get into the playoffs.
Yeah, all season, and if you'd have told me that, we were hosting this game on Thursday night in the district tournament before the season started, or even, a couple weeks ago, we would have taken that for sure. So that's what we've earned. We earned the right to play at home tonight in a big game, and we need to take advantage of that for sure and go out and play well.
You draw a tough Century team, but it's a team you've beaten twice this year.
Yeah, and they know us, we know them. Both games, have been tight, and all three teams are really good and really even, and we've talked about that all season. And tonight's going to come down to, who does the little things better, who executes better, who keeps their composure better, who rebounds better, and if we can do that, then I like our chances.
Coaches, for whatever reason, they'll play little games with each other, make it tough to scout, in what they've done in recent games. But at this point of the year, and you've seen each other so many times, there really is no secrets anymore.
No, like you said, we have a good feel for what they're going to do. They kind of know what we're going to do, and it's going to come down to who can hit some shots, make some plays, and dig deep and get that stop when you need to, or whatever. And they're a really talented team. They have the size, they have good guards, they can shoot. They're very talented, and I like where we're at. I think we're playing our best basketball of the season, and I like where we're at. And the kids, I feel that they're going to go out and battle tonight and leave it all on the court. And if we do that, then I think we'll be there in the end.
They're a good inside-out team, and you talk about having good shooters, and of course you have to talk about Bruin Fleischman and Emmett Holt.
Yes, as they go their team, and then Williams can hit some. The lefty that moved in from California last year, he's been really playing well too. That gives them another option. So we're going to have to really defend well, not let them get those open threes, and then hopefully we can contain Titan a little bit down on the block.
You talk about containing Titan. He had 17 the other night against Pocatello.
Yeah, and he's a big, strong kid, and if he gets it on the block, you're not going to stop him. So we've got to do a good job of trying to not let him catch it deep, try to front him, just not give him those easy baskets.
Are you happy coming into this game after having a week off, or would you rather have played?
I'll tell you after the game on that, but no, it's tough. It's good. We got a bye. We get to play at home tonight, and those are all positives, but you also would like to be playing right now, not just waiting and waiting. So we're healthy. We've been able to rest up and practice, and no excuses now. This is the district tournament, and if you want to keep playing, you gotta perform.
You haven't played, but in the last game you did play against Burley on senior night, it was an all-out effort. You guys were pretty much clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, and that's what it's going to take again tonight. We need good balance, and we need other people to step up, and that's what we need in the postseason.
Very good. Best of luck tonight. We'll talk to you after the game.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Tyler Jones with us here on the pregame show. Back with more right after this.
KACA.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-1837.
Having your prescriptions refilled has never been easier. You can refill 24/7, set reminders, save medications, and access your account from the new My Community Pharmacy mobile app offered by Preston Drug. It's simple to use and it's simple to get. Log on to PrestonDrug.com and enter your mobile number. We'll send you the app. It's as simple as that. There are some things in life that have been made easier through technology. This is one of them. The app offered by Preston Drug is a quick and easy way to refill medications and promote a healthy lifestyle. Visit PrestonDrug.com.
KACH.
As we work our way down to the tip-off of tonight's game, it's time for tonight's Keys to the Game, brought to you by Naylor Insurance. For home, health, life, and auto through Mutual of Enumclaw, it's Naylor Insurance, 153 North State Street in Preston. Call 852-0810. Lyle, your keys to tonight's game, sir.
First off, with that 8-day layoff, I should say, getting a good start I think is important tonight. And come out with a lot of energy right off the tip and try to establish that rhythm, momentum again early. Number 2 would be grit, guts, toughness, whatever you want to call it in district basketball play. You've got to get the 50-50 balls. You've got to box out. You've got to be physical. All those things come down to toughness. And then 3 has got to hit free throws. I think this game's probably going to be close coming down the stretch in the fourth quarter, and you got to knock down those freebies at the charity stripe.
Other games going on around the area tonight. Westside's in action at home as they take on Bear Lake. Malad is at Soda Springs. Shelley takes on Blackfoot. Skyline is at Bonneville. Twin Falls is at Jerome. Burley takes on Minico. It'll be Canyon Ridge at Mountain Home. Highland is at Idaho Falls. Rigby at Madison. And South Fremont will be at Sugar Salem. For now, we invite you to stay tuned. All the excitement of Preston Indians basketball is coming up next.
KACA.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
a proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
It's time for Preston Indians basketball. The Indians have won 4 Idaho State 4A titles in the last 5 years and look to keep building on what has become a championship tradition. Tonight's game is brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs. Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Tonight's game is made possible through an agreement between Preston High School and Cook Brothers Broadcasting and is intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast of this game in whole or in part without the express written consent of Cook Brothers Broadcasting is strictly prohibited. As we welcome you back in tonight's game here at Preston Gym, it's the Preston Indians and the Century Diamondbacks. Dan Hubbard along with Lyle Fuller, John Beverly back in the studio. Glad to have you along with us here tonight. Time to meet the starting lineups for tonight's game. Under Coach Ryan Frost, here are the starters tonight for the Century Diamondbacks. As it will be at the point, Isaac Pantea, the 6'2 senior. It'll be Isaac Williams, the 5'7 senior. Emmett Holt, the 6'2 senior, will be one of the shooting guards, probably their best player. Bruin Fleischman, a 6'4 junior. And down low, Titan Fleischman, the 6'5 senior, who's headed off to play football at Montana State coming up next season. For the Preston Indians, as
and now the
starting lineup here for Preston. First, it'll be the junior guard, Stephen Roberts, who averaged 2.9 points per game this year. Brecker Knapp, who averages 7.5 points per game this year, averaged 9 in the 2 games against Century. Cole Harris, the senior, averaging 12.5, almost 13 points a game this year against everybody, but it's against Century. Boy, he really turned it up. In 2 games against them, he's averaged 16.5 points per game. Braden Hess, 11 points per game. He'll start in the middle, and Gabe Hammonds, 16 points a game against the schedule. We're going to need him to step it up a little bit here tonight, Lyle. In the 2 games against Century, he has only averaged 5 points a game.
Yeah, I think we'll see a bigger game out of Brecker tonight. It would be great to see that first shot go down, get him going early. So same starting 5 for the Indians, and then of course we'll see Traeger Shumway off the bench. Tate Priestley we will not see off the bench tonight due to a knee issue.
Yeah, he hurt a knee on the Boise trip way back in December. He tried to get it out, and finally the doctors shut him down after senior night, so he'll be out pretty much the rest of the year. He's done for the season. Yeah. So here we go. It'll be Braden Hess to jump center, as he'll jump against Bruin Fleischman. Will jump here for Century. It's tapped twice by Hess into the backcourt, and it's Roberts able to chase it down and go get it. So the Indians control the opening tap as it comes to Harris.
Back over to Knapp, free throw line extended left. His shot is partially blocked, and it goes to Hess, but he stepped out of bounds trying to push off and get back toward the basket.
Yeah. Century right into a man-to-man. We'll see if the Indians can exploit that. The Indians, I think, have a little more speed on the perimeter.
As Pantea gets it up to the front court. Bounce pass comes up to Bruin Fleischman. Back outside, Pantea for three. No good. It's Brecker Knapp to get the rebound. Ahead to Cole Harris. Here come the Indians back. The defense is back, so they'll try to slow it down as it comes on the left side to Hammonds. Back out top, they'll get it to Roberts. He'll hold it there as Pantea comes out, chases him all the way out near the midcourt stripe. Harris goes the opposite way of the pick, down in the corner there. Swing it all the way back over. Roberts a three. Good.
Roberts, a capable outside shooter. Showed it right there.
Roberts nails the three. Preston's on the board first as the student section in big voice tonight. Back outside, Pantea is going to take another three. This one's good.
Yep. Defensive miscommunication. Pantea wide open.
Comes to Hess at the elbow. That's no good. And Bruin Fleischman has the rebound. As he'll get it ahead as Williams gets it back up into the front court. Eli Williams, the 5'7" senior, transfer a couple of years ago from California. As they hold it up top, Holt gives it off to Fleischman. Titan comes around the screen set by his big brother, and we mean big brother. As it comes back to Bruin, top of the key, now back to Isaac Pantea. Back to Williams, right in front of the Preston bench. Wants to drive, kicks it back outside. Bruin thought about it, didn't take it. Comes into Titan Fleischman in the paint. That's no good. Tapped inside once. Picked up again by Pantea. Bounce it down low. Back to Bruin Fleischman. His shot's no good. Cole Harris has the rebound for the Indians. Here come the Indians on the run. Quickly up to Knapp. Great pass for the layup. Beauty. That one-hand baseball pass, that low skip like Magic Johnson used to throw. As the pass is intercepted by Hess in the front court. Good anticipation by Braden. They tried to get it to Titan Fleischman, and he stepped in front and took it away.
Yeah, Indians pressure bothering Century on that time.
Hammonds has a three from the right corner. That needs a bounce, won't get it. Pantea grabs the rebound quickly ahead. It comes to Holt in the front court. Lay it off to Fleischman, lay it up and in. Great pass.
Yeah,
and a good find, yeah. Good hustle by up the floor by the big man. 5-5, we're even. As Roberts has his pass intercepted as Williams steps in front of it. Ahead to Holt, who fell down, tried to keep it on the floor, and Bruin Fleischman able to fall on it, and then they call the timeouts. 5:08 to play, 5-5 tie here early on. We'll take the timeout as well and be right back.
KACH, my local radio.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah.
KACH.
If you think buying a car is hard, stressful, and it takes a long time, you haven't shopped at West Motor in Preston and Logan. We've got a large selection of quality new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles to choose from. Because we offer great pricing and the buying process is simple, we also have a large inventory of used vehicles to choose from. Buy your next vehicle from a dealership that has provided customers a stress-free, quick, and reliable buying process for decades. West Motor in Preston and Logan. Stop in today or visit us online at westmotorcompany.com.
West Motor Company.
KACH.
5-5 tie. Ball belongs to the Diamondbacks. Baseline front court. A very alert play by Bruin Fleischman after he fell on that loose ball and able to get the timeout.
Yeah, early in the half, you don't worry about burning the timeout in that situation. Save the possession for Century.
Holt to bring it in, gets it into Titan Fleischman outside, back to Bruin. Williams has it, left corner three, no good. Long rebound is handled there as Shumway into the game for Preston. Quickly up into the front court, he'll push. Williams tries to knock it away from behind and a foul from behind. Eli doesn't like the call. They never do.
Yeah, you have to kind of watch for that guy sneaking up behind you, but your teammates need to tell you, too, that somebody's coming.
Parker Tolman into the game, along with Deacon Blackhawk. They come in as it's Titan Fleischman and Isaac Pantea who go off, and a charging foul inside against the Indians. As the charge is going to go against Gabe Hammonds.
Yeah, Gabe trying to get loose. Tyler Jones pleading that Gabe was being held by the jersey, but didn't go that way from the ref's view.
Yeah, you got to watch Century. They will hold, they'll push, They'll, use their forearms to try to clear guys out underneath. Outside, Blackhawk with a 3, no good. Put back inside by Bruin Fleischman, no. Put back inside by Holt, yes.
Yeah, we got a rebound better than that.
Got to get them boxed out. They had their guards down low and getting rebounds.
Yeah, they got 3 shots at it before they put it in there.
Shumway being hassled there by Williams, finally gets away from him. He'll lay it off down to Knapp. Brecker goes up in the paint, lay it up, no. The rebound comes back to him somehow as Bruin Fleischman had to go right between his hands. Give it back to Hess at the right elbow as Brandon drives off the glass and lay it in.
Great job, had a smaller man on him. The ref's letting a lot go, Dan. It's physical out there without a lot of whistles.
We're tied for the 3rd time here in just 4 minutes in, and a reach-in foul against Knapp.
Just as I say that, they call the reach, of course.
It's a good thing for Century they called that because Shumway was going the other way with the ball all alone.
Yeah, that would have been 2 points for Preston, very likely.
So Knapp draws his first. 2 team fouls against Preston, just 1 against Century. As Pantea brings the ball back up into the front court.
Oh, he traveled.
Give it off to Luke Pantea, his younger brother. Now comes the Blackhawk right in front of the Preston bench. Comes around Hess. He'll stop at the top of the key. Give it back outside to Pantea. Back over and hold on. We got a little child's toy that came loose from over in the stands. A little plastic ball.
The guys on the front row saying, "Not ours, not ours." Somebody else's. Don't look at me.
That's a bunch of Indian parents who don't deny anything. Yeah. Pantea drives along the right baseline, no good. Rebound down low, taken out of the air by Tolman for the easy layup.
Yeah, those are offensive rebounds again for Century. We can't let him have that.
Back to Hess, put it in, and he's fouled. They pushed it up the floor quickly, and Hess was wide open. Count the basket, and the foul's going to go against Parker Tolman, his first. Williams into the game. Bruin Fleischman back in as Luke Pantea and now Emmett Holt both go to the bench. Fouls are 2 apiece. And Century with a 2-point lead, but Hess can tie it here. Actually get us back within 1. That's a 3-point play for Braden.
So Indians up 1 now, yeah.
Indians up 1 at 10-9. As it comes back outside to Williams. 3:10 to play here in the first quarter. Pantea holds it, free throw line extended left. Swing it back up top, back to Blackhawk, back to Williams. He'll shoot from just about anywhere. Drives, gets cut off there by Shumway. Get it back over to Bruin. Fleischman runs over a man, blocking foul against Knapp. That's 2 against Brecker.
Yeah. Brecker was moving. The question was, had he established guarding position? Probably not, because his back was to the defender.
I was going to say he kind of stuck a hip into him more than anything else, as that's going to get the freshman Drew Jones off the bench here for Preston as Knapp's going to come to the bench.
Yeah, so we give up some size there. Jones, a great outside shooter.
He had 5 points in the game against Burley as Fleischman's free throw is short as Shumway able to grab the rebound. So Preston with the ball, down by 1, 11-10 here in the first quarter. Harris holds, and he'll bring it back up to the top of the key. Comes from behind the screen set by Hess. Goes around a man, lay it in.
Just uses strength and athletic ability to bust through the double team there.
Hess had 24 in the first meeting this year against Century. As Pantea down the middle. Kick it back outside to Fleischman. A 3 as an air ball. Jones has the rebound. To Harris, back up into the front court. Cole again crosses over on Bruin. Throw it up in the air. No. Hess with the rebound. Goes back up. That's no good. Hammonds. Everybody's just falling. His body's everywhere. Somebody blow a whistle. Jones is jumping up and down like a madman. As it comes back up on the front court as it comes to Pantea. Back to Bruin Fleischman right in front of the Preston bench. As reaches in, Harris almost had it. Get it back over, Pantea for 3 from the right side. No good. And Hess up high to grab the rebound. And a good box out in front. Up into the front court, Shumway, a 3 from the right side. No. as the rebound there is pulled down by Tolman. Quickly, he'll get it to Bruin Fleischman all the way up the floor. Shoots over the top of Jones. No good. Hammonds has that board. End-to-end action at full speed as Hammonds finally slows it down a little bit. 1:25 to play here in the first. Preston on top, 12-11. Harris drives. Kick it all the way back outside. Jones for three. No good. Up, over, and stays in bounds as the rebound comes to Tolman. To Bruin Fleischman. Back up into the front court. 12-11. Indians on top as Rhett Larson's going to come in for Preston. Next time the ball is dead. Williams down the middle. Kicks it back up over in the left corner as it comes to Pantea. Back to Williams as he stands back in the corner. Now finally Century is going to say, you know what, let's slow it down and get a good shot. 50 seconds to play here in the quarter. Williams shoots over Hammonds, too strong, and Hess able to grab the board. Give it off to Harris. Here comes Cole. Cole all the way, lay it off to Hammonds down low at the block. A little strong, wouldn't go down. And finally a foul called.
I think they'll get Hess on that, yeah.
And the foul's going to go against Hess as he went crashing in to try to grab the rebound. The problem is, nope, the foul's not on Hess.
It's on
the foul.
50 on 5?
And they 23, they said.
What?
Hold on.
23 on the floor.
23 is Parker Tolman for Preston for Century.
Yeah. Referee's going to have to figure this one out.
Now, hold on a minute. So the problem is the referees have they let the game get away from them here in the first quarter.
Been very physical here in the first quarter.
Yeah, then all of a sudden, then you get bodies flying all over the place and decide, okay, you know what, we actually need to call a foul. Yeah, now they've corrected, and it is Braden Hess. Hess is first, team's fourth. Preston with a 12-11 lead with 40 seconds to play here in the quarter. Luke Pantea back onto the floor, gives it off to his brother Isaac. Isaac is the older one. He's the senior. Luke is a sophomore. Williams has it on the right side. Clock runs with 30 seconds to play as he works against Drew Jones. Back up top to Emmett Holt back onto the floor. To Luke Pantea over on the left side. Back out top it comes to Isaac. Swing it back over to Holt. Back over on the right side now. Free throw line extended. Clock down to 18 seconds as they'll work for the last shot. As Pantea will pull the ball back outside. Down to 11. Now 10. Clock continues to run. Pantea comes around the screen, set by Titan Fleischman all the way to the basket. Has his shot blocked. There's Titan to pick up the loose ball and put it back in. Good block as the clock runs out, as we have 8 lead changes in the first quarter. And at the end of the 8 minutes, it's Century leading by a point, 13-12 after 1. We'll go the second quarter right after this.
KACA.
Regardless of which insurance company you use, when you add a teen driver to your vehicle policy, your rates increase. This is Cheryl Kimball with Naylor Insurance in Preston. If you've got teen drivers, you need to know about the rate-saving plan offered through Mutual of Enumclaw Insurance. Teen Smart is an 8-hour program that, once completed, will lower your rates and make your teen a better driver. Savings and increased safety. It's a win-win. Call us today, 208-852-08.
The second quarter of tonight's game is sponsored by Webb Funeral Home, 1005 South 8th East.
Webb Funeral Home, established in Preston in 1925, has served the needs of Franklin County families and their neighbors for several generations. Now in their modern new full-service facilities just off Highway 91 south of Preston, Webb Funeral Home continues to offer caring and professional services to all residents of the area in their time of need. Funeral directors Douglas Webb, Ron Smaley, and Jordan Webb, along with aftercare specialist Jody Rasmussen, thank you for your trust in them and welcome your questions and concerns anytime. A message from your friends at Webb.
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH.
Well, we go to the second quarter. Century will start the quarter with a 1-point lead and the basketball. As Williams has it on the right side, drives down the middle, shoots over Larson, can't get it to go down. No, Cole Harris up high to grab the rebound. Cole quickly up the floor again to Shumway, back outside Jones. One bounce dribble, lines up the three and hits it.
He can and will hit those shots. Good recognition by Drew.
If you let him stand there and shoot, he'll shoot them all day. Down low, back to Bruin Fleischman for the layup. As we're even at 15. Preston with the ball back up into the front court. Hess is going to come back in next time the ball is dead. Out top to Harris. Harris drives, kicks it back out to Shumway. He doesn't take the three. Now he'll turn around jumper from the free throw line. Tough shot, but he hit it. Braden Shumway gives Preston a 2-point lead again. Back and forth we go. 17-15. That's our 10th lead change here in the game already. Bruin Fleischman has it on the left side. Goes back across the top of the key. Back outside, Pantea for three. Good. Isaac Pantea hits his second three of the game.
Yeah, he's a good shooter.
18-17. Century back on top by a point. Outside to Hammonds. Wants to drive. Comes across the lane and he's fouled.
Yeah.
Williams didn't like the call. If it goes on him, it's going to be his second.
Good move by Gabe. Williams is a much smaller defender. Took him right into the middle of the paint. Went up strong. Drew the foul.
That is against Eli. So Williams has 2. Century as a team has 3. And Gabe Hammonds now will go to the free throw line. Gabe, who's been the leading scorer for Preston all year, 16 points a game, and he misses the first free throw here. But when it comes to games head-to-head against Century, all of a sudden that 16-point per game average falls all the way down to just 5 points per game. In fact, his highest point output against Century this year was the second time they met, and he only had a total of 6.
Yeah, he hasn't scored yet tonight. They give him a lot of defensive attention. You got to pick your spots.
Back outside, Titan Fleischman gives it back off to Holt. Probably their best athlete on their team as Pantea has it again back outside. 18-17, Century on top. As Blackhawk back into the game, tries to handle the ball, loses it as Hess takes it away. Blackhawk got it stuck between his feet, and then Hess reached down and took it. As he'll pull it back out now. Cole, backdoor, nobody, Gordon Shumway. Preston goes back in front, 19-18. Comes over here on the right side to Titan Fleischman. Top of the key. Back to Bruin. Or back to Titan, I should say. Now back outside, back to Blackhawk. Now back to Bruin Fleischman as he stands. Free throw line extended left. Out in three-point range. Out to Titan. About a 12-foot jumper is an air ball. Shumway has that board quickly. They bring it back up the floor. As the student body lets him know that he let go an air ball. Harris has it back up top as Jones thought about another three, then thought wisely of it. Cole wants to drive back door to Drew, lay it up, and air ball! What an acrobatic move in midair.
Great job. Body control, adjusting in midair.
Preston leads by 3, 21-18. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. As back down low to Bruin Fleischman. Wants to turn.
Go, Drew.
As Jones comes in, takes it away. Then it's tapped away and it'll go to Preston. As Holt stepped in to try to take it away. We got a timeout on the floor, I believe.
Yeah, I think.
Or just a sub.
Was it?
Yes, it was just a sub.
Tying a shoe.
Tonight's game brought to you by Franklin County Medical Center, providing you the best care in all of the Cache Valley. Franklin County Medical Center, 44 North 1st West here in Preston. So Harris will walk the dribble back up into the front court. 4:40 to play, 21-18. Preston leads by 3. Comes back to Knapp back into the game with his 2 fouls. Now Jones back out at the free throw line, being harassed there by Blackhawk. Comes back to Shumway, back to Knapp. Swinging back over here on the left side, back to Harris. He holds it there. Comes back across the top of the key, backs in the paint. Backdoor pass, great look to Knapp, missed the layup. Brecker gets his own layup and misses the short gimme. And Hess back in, and he's fouled from behind.
Brecker should have dunked it the first time, and then he missed again.
The foul will go on Emmett Holt, who was so upset that he let Brecker get the rebound that he grabbed Hess by the shoulders and spun him out of there.
Little turnabout is fair play on those offensive rebounds. Preston, great job that time, crashing the boards.
So here's Hess, a 76% free throw shooter, and makes this one.
23, Parker Tolman, back in the century.
Hess now with 6 points in the game as Titan Fleischman's going to come out again. As back off the bench, Parker Tolman. And Hess makes them both. Hess 3 for 3 from the line tonight, has 7 in the game. Back outside, comes back out to Isaac Pantea. Pantea comes around Hess, who stepped out to try to pick him up. Back to Holt, a long three.
Oh,
that's no good. Rebound comes off, and Knapp has it there. He'll give it to Jones. We go under 4 minutes to play here in the second quarter. 23-18, Preston leads by 5. That's just about their biggest lead that either team has had here in the first half. Harris, free throw line, spins, doesn't shoot. Outside, Shumway for 3. Yes! Great give and go. Shumway's got another 3, and timeout called by Century. 3:37 to play here in the first half. 26-18. Preston leads by 8, and we'll be right back.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
You get a look at the scoreboard, 26-18. Preston has outscored them 14-5, Lyle, here in the second quarter.
Yeah, great job by the Indians. And Dan, they've had success running that high pick and roll, getting Cole Harris as the ball handler. Hess comes out high. And then Cole has been picking him apart with his passing off that high pick and roll. So great job by Cole. And then shooters have been hitting some shots in the second quarter, more so than the first for the Indians.
Shumway stays on the floor here for the Indians. Titan Fleischman stays on the bench along with Eli Williams for Century. So 3:35 to play here in the first half. 26-18, Preston on top. Blackhawk has it here on the right side. He'll bring it back across the top of the key and hand it off to Isaac Pantea. Pantea gets to the free throw line. He'll hand it off as Holt, jumper from there, needs a bounce, won't get it. Hess has the rebound with good position in front of Brewer and Fleischman. To Harris, back up in the front court. Jones looks at the 3, doesn't take it. Now gets it back. This time he'll take the 3, just off, and Hess pushes off from behind as a good block out by Parker Tolman. And Hess could do nothing but try to go through him and draws his second foul.
Yeah. Not really much different than anything that's gone on to this point, but they just saw him. They just caught that one and called it for whatever reason.
You got 6 guys tackling people down here, and you get 3 guys down here trying to push the way in to get a rebound, and they finally have to call something.
Yeah, Rhett Larson will come in then for Hess.
So Rhett back on the floor, 3 minutes to play in the quarter. That ball's knocked away as Pantea lost it. It went off the referee and out of bounds.
Steve Roberts applying the defensive pressure there, back in for Shumway.
Shumway with quality minutes.
Yeah, great minutes there out of Traeger.
7 points he has. As Harris breaks back door, Knapp can't get it to him, so Cole will come back up and get the ball. Now come back and get it back at the top of the key. Comes around the screen by Larson at the right elbow, kick it back outside to Jones. Wants to drive baseline, gets cut off there. Get it down low. His pass was deflected and taken away by Century. Quickly up into the front court. Holt has it in the left corner. Back outside to Brew and Fleischman. Bounce it down, back down to Tolman, and Tolman has a held ball, and the ball's going to come back to Preston.
Good job by Rhett Larson down there. Just kind of blocked it, standing on his flat-footed.
Tolman, for whatever reason, got the ball and then stopped instead of going up immediately, and Larson just held his hand out and held it.
Yeah, and we'll have Gabe Hammonds back in the game. See if we can get him on the scoreboard here.
Hammonds back in. Back door, try to get it to Breckner Knapp. Nice defensive play by Brewer and Fleischman to knock it away as Titan Fleischman will come back in. And now Parker Tolman goes to the bench.
Yeah, if Century's going to keep playing that aggressive overplay on the man-to-man, you just backdoor them all night.
Roberts trying to get the ball in bounds. You got to get it in. He gets it into Hammonds. Gabe lets a couple of guys fly by. Short jumper, good from the left block. His first 2 points tonight. Preston leads by 10. Pantea Drives down the left side, gives it to Holt, hangs in the paint, down low to Titan, and it taken away by Knapp, but he saved it back on the court, back to Holt. Little spinner in the lane, no good, and he's fouled.
Good initial defense down there, but again, you got to box out.
Rhett Larson draws the foul. That's 6 team fouls now on the Indians, so for the final 150, Preston's out of fouls. Drew Jones will come back in here as Emmett Holt at the free throw line makes the first. Jones comes back as Knapp will leave, so he doesn't pick up his 3rd foul here in the last 150. Holt, we talked about him probably being the best player. He was the quarterback on the football team. And when you talk to the Preston coaching staff about Holt, their reaction is very simple. As he misses the free throw, Larson with the rebound. What they think about Holt is if you don't guard him and you don't stop him, you lose.
Yeah, he's very good inside and out.
Roberts in the lane, little floater, no good. Rebound is off, taken there by Blackhawk. It's kicked around and finally picked up by Pante up in the front court. Back to Holt, looks at a 3, good.
Boy, tough shot, a deep 3 with Harris closing on him. Little run here by Century, got to break their momentum.
Got it down to 6, and Jones wants a timeout. That's part of the way they'll break the momentum, is called the timeout. 1:18 to play here. Take another timeout. 28-22, Preston leads. Back right after this.
KACA.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
KACH.
Hammonds will bring it in for Preston. As it comes in the backcourt to Roberts. Pantea will meet him right at the timeline, bodies him up. Why is that not a foul?
Yeah.
That's, obviously a blocking foul.
Right in front of the ref, too.
Roberts gets it back to Harris. 1:05 to play here in the half. Harris looks outside to Jones. Little turnaround jumper from along the baseline, no good. Saved on the floor as they save it, as it's saved to Titan. Fleischman up into the front court, back to Bruin, drives the baseline, goes around Jones, missed the layup as Harris grabs the rebound and bounces it off of who? Bounces it off of Bruin Fleischman, and it comes back over to Preston.
Yeah. Cole's saying, my bad. Not for that play, but down on the other end, he kind of got caught and had to take a 13-foot jump hook. It's not really a good high percentage shot.
48 seconds left here in the first half. Hammonds walks the dribble up into the front court. Ralph's Construction halftime report coming up when the first half is done. Back outside to Harris. 33 seconds to play here in the first half as Cole just holds. Century stands and lets him hold, and now Emmett Holt finally makes his way out there with 25 seconds to play. He'll give it off to Roberts. Roberts wants to drive, gets cut off. Spin move by Steve. Comes back to Harris with 17 seconds left on the clock. Harris around the screen by Larson. Get it back outside. Hammonds fakes the 3, loses the ball, has to flip it up in the air. No, taken away by Bruin with 5 seconds to go. Into the front court. Holt looks at a 3. No. Rebound is off and taken by Roberts, and both teams misplayed that last minute so terribly. Neither of them deserved a single point, and they got exactly that, nothing. Preston leads by 6, 28-22 as we're done with the first half. The halftime report sponsored by Ralph's Construction coming up right after this.
KACA.
This month, our nation celebrates 2 great presidents. At West Motors, they celebrate February with their President's Day event all month long. This month, you'll find prices we're celebrating on all Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles at West Motor in Preston and Logan. Pricing so low, you'll want to stand up and salute. March on in and feel the power of a Ram, the comfort of a Chrysler, the dependability of a Jeep, and the family-friendly Dodge vehicles. Celebrate with win-win deals all month long during the President's Day event at West Motor in Preston and Logan.
Hi, everybody. It's Dan Hubbard for ChemDry of Northern Utah. Not too long ago, we found ourselves really needing to have our carpets cleaned. Dirt, stains, pet hair, and remnants of all those chemicals trying to melt snow from last winter had our carpets looking dull, dingy, and ugly. We called Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah, and in a very short time, they had our carpets looking like new. Not only did they clean our carpets, but they got up all that leftover pet hair to the point where you couldn't tell that we had pets in the house at all. It was like we had brand new carpets all over again. So if you live anywhere in Cache County or in Box Elder County, call Teresa and Daryl at ChemDry of Northern Utah at 435-752-6100 and let them take care of your carpets. You won't be disappointed. We weren't. 435-752-6100 for ChemDry of North.
The Halftime Report is sponsored by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Call 435-232-18.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information. 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction. 435-232-18.
KACH.
Welcome back here to Preston Gym. Preston leads 28-22 at halftime. This is the Ralph's Construction halftime report. For those watching on mylocalradio.com, you're getting a chance to look at the girls' soccer team from 2020 who won the state championship in soccer, the second in school history.
Great job by these girls, and to do that, they had to get past Century, so it's fitting.
It's amazing how Century always fits into it somehow. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about the first half and the way this game went back and forth, but Preston really took charge in the second half.
Yeah, they got into a nice rhythm offensively with Cole Harris handling the ball on that high pick and roll. They did a better job in the second half of tightening up defensively and boxing out, and managed to come out of the first half with a 6-point cushion. Obviously, there's another half to go, so you got to come out just as strong in half number 2.
You know, you talk about the little things that you do and the players stepping up. No bigger minutes in the first half than those by Traeger Shumway.
Yeah, Shumway came in and did a great job. He had some nice assists. He knocks down 7 points, and the Indians also get 5 points from Drew Jones off the bench. So 12 bench points in that first half for the Indians. That was huge.
You know, but the typical monster always raises its head for Preston. Foul trouble. Braden Hess had 2 in the first half. Brecker Knapp also had 2 in the first half.
Yeah, and as much pushing and shoving is going on underneath, it's a miracle there wasn't more fouls called on both sides, frankly. And as we kind of talked about off air, in the second half, a lot of times they'll tighten up that whistle, so to speak, and call that a little closer.
Yeah, you just look at somebody cross-eyed in the second half, you're liable to get a foul called against you. There's the score. Preston leads by 6. We'll take the timeout. Back with more at halftime right after this.
KACH.
If you feel like your bank works against you, we invite you to move your accounts to Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. We work for you, not against you. Serving Southeast Idaho for over 65 years, we offer totally free checking with cash back rewards, 0 fees credit cards, low auto loan rates, and excellent customer service. Visit today, 311 South Highway 91, Preston. Advantage Plus Federal Credit Union. Here, the advantage is yours. Equal housing lender, member NCUA.
behind every project is a True Value. At Stokes Market and True Value in Preston, whether you need hardware, dog food, tools, batteries, plumbing supplies, paint, or cleaning products, you'll find them all. Plus a whole lot more at Stokes Market and True Value. With a large inventory, you'll find all the big name brands you trust and low prices every time you visit. So whether you're just starting or you're in the middle of a project, stop in today and visit our friendly, knowledgeable staff. Stokes Market and True Value, 217 South State.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
Listen for Dan Hubbard and Preston Indian Sports on KACH. KACH.
Well, let's take a look and see how the scoring went here in the first half. First for the Century Diamondbacks, Isaac Pantea had a total of 6. Emmett Holt also had 6 in the first half. It was Parker Tolman who had 3. Bruin Fleischman, I have him with no points in the first half. That's a surprise. And then Titan Fleischman, his bigger brother, had 4. Century was 1 of 2 from a free throw line and hit 3 threes in the first half.
Preston Indians in the first half, Dan, go 8 for 16 on 2-point field goal attempts, 3 for 7 on threes, and 3 for 5 from the free throw line. They were behind 1, 12-13 at the end of the first, and then they came back to get a 28-22 lead at halftime. Individual scoring, Hammonds did not score in that first quarter. He came in the second and got a 2-point basket, so 2 in the first half for Gabe. Braden Hess had 7 in the first half. Cole Harris with 2, and I've got him for 4 assists to go with those 2 points. Brecker Knapp had a bucket for 2 points. Roberts had a 3. Shumway, as we talked about, 2 twos and a 3, and Jones with 1 2-point basket, 1 3-point basket for 5 points for Drew Jones. So again, 12 points off the bench. And despite Gabe only scoring 2 in that first half, the Indians put up 28 points in the half and have a 6-point lead.
You know, while we're talking about congratulating the soccer team, I want to send out congratulations to the Preston Indians cheer squad. They won the district championship last night.
Great job, and you know, they put a lot of time and effort into that, and it's great to see that rewarded with you know, a championship that just is a reflection of the excellence that they're having in their program right now.
Well, we'll see how the pace goes in the second half, and if Preston can keep it up. Third quarter coming up right after this.
KACH.
More and more people are moving to the Preston area to live and retire. Since 1978, Ralph Construction's been building custom homes in the Blue Sage Park community, the only 55-year-old plus community in the city of Preston. Come see the downsized, no-hassle lifestyle that Blue Sage Park offers. Ralph Construction will build to your custom specifications, or you can choose one of their existing floor plans. They're just starting phase 2, so there's plenty of great lots still available. Ralph Construction. Call for more information, 435-232-1837. Lawn care and snow removal included. Blue Sage Park by Ralph Construction, 435-232-1837.
Pain-free and feeling great without the expense and side effects of medications. It is not only possible, but a reality at Fellows Chiropractic. Now with 4 massage therapists and chiropractic available to help you with your relief from chronic pain. Give Dr. Fellows' office a call at 208-852-2240 to schedule your massage therapy or chiropractic session today. That number again is 208-852-2240.
The third quarter is sponsored by Preston Auto Parts CarQuest, 17 South State.
It's always refreshing to shop where you know you're appreciated. It's even better when you can get everything you need, quality parts at fair prices. The team at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest appreciate every customer. They work hard to make sure that you have the right part the first time, on time. Whether it's motorcycles, farm and ranch, lawn and garden, or car and truck parts, you can always get it all at Preston Auto Parts CarQuest. Stop in today at 17 South State Street in Preston.
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston, Mink Creek.
Well, ready to go as we move here to quarter number 3. Preston outscored Century 16-9 in quarter number 2, lead by 6. Here as we start the second half, and the ball will belong to the Diamondbacks to start quarter number 3. Both sides with the starting 5 back in as the pass comes in front court. It comes to Pantea, to Fleischman, back out top to Williams. Looks at a 3, doesn't take it, gets it down low easily to Titan. Fleischman bounces it to Bruin in the paint. Shot is wild and tapped. That's off of Holt. And you got to give it to Preston. Yeah, you have to.
It's either over the back on Holt or Preston ball on the loose ball. No other option there.
So, empty trip to open the quarter for Century as Steve Roberts brings the ball up the floor here for the Indians. Hess looks inside. He stands just outside the top of the key. He'll shoot the 17-footer and hit it. Braden's got 9.
Fleischman just daring him to shoot that, and he finally did and drained it.
8-point lead.
Traveled, yeah.
That's an over and back. Okay. Williams hadn't established himself in the front court. So 2 trips up the floor, 2 turnovers against Century. Preston's biggest lead in the first half was 10. They lead by 8 here. As Roberts has the ball again in the backcourt. Comes across the timeline against Pantea. Pantea right inside his shirt. Comes back to Hammonds. Hammonds will work against Williams in this man-to-man defense. Hess back up top of the key. We'll give it back over to Hammonds. He'll pop the 3 and hit it.
Boy, good shot by Gabe. I loved it.
He has 5 now, and there's the biggest lead of the game for the Indians at 11. Taken away, another turnover quickly. It comes to Roberts, lay it up and missed the layup, but it's tapped out of bounds by Century. It's going to go ball. They give it back to Century as Pantea, riding behind the Roberts, knocked the ball out of bounds.
Yeah, too bad. The Indians had numbers. Roberts just couldn't quite get the layup to drop.
11-point lead for the Indians. 33-22. Bruin Fleischman has it in the front court. Pantea steps inside the 3-point arc, doesn't shoot. Bruin Fleischman has it there. Now he'll hold it and give it back outside to Pantea again. Comes back over to Williams as the student body starting to make some noise. Williams drives down the right side all the way, lay it up and in. If you're just going to let him keep going, he's going to take it. That's his first 2 points of the game.
Yeah, the defender got brushed off on a little screen and no one else stepped up and helped.
Harris gives it over to Hammonds right in front of the Preston bench. Now in the corner it goes to Harris. Spins, baseline on Holt. Kick it all the way back outside. Roberts didn't take the 3, down low. Get it back to Hess, put it up and in. Extra pass by Brecker Knapp leads to the bucket.
Yeah, very unselfish. Good ball movement.
Holt drives the baseline. Blocked. Taken away. Hess with the block. Hess takes it away. Gives it to Roberts. Back up into the front court. Steven will stop and bow, pull it back outside. Preston leads by 11 again, 35-24. Give it to Knapp. Brecker looks back out top. He'll give it to Cole Harris as Hammonds tried to break baseline, but couldn't get the pass there. Now Harris wants to drive and flips it up in the air, and it's going to go back over to Preston. I should say stay with Preston as Holt. This time I guess they figured Emmett touched it.
Yeah, a whole lot of arm on that play. Cole Harris usually doesn't show a lot of emotion on a foul call or lack of call, but he showed it there like what in the world.
Roberts gets it in as it comes into Cole Harris, top of the key. You know, we thought the game last year between Preston and Middleton in the state semifinal was a grudge match and a brawl. This has everything beat as far as that game, as far as physicalness. Harris down low, blocked. Williams takes it out of midair. Williams back up into the front court. Shumway's going to come back in. Next time it's dead as it comes to Fleischman. Titan wants to drive. Hess goes down trying to draw the foul, and all it does is give Titan an easy bucket. 35-26, and a holding foul finally called against Pantea.
Yeah.
He's been riding him like a bronco all night long.
Yeah, he'll have his name engraved on a saddle pretty soon.
Sending in his paperwork to get that great Preston night rodeo.
So
that's just
Shumway now in for, sorry Dan, Shumway will come in for Roberts now.
That's his first foul, he being Pantea. Hammonds a three from the left corner this time. Good again. Hammonds warming up now. A pair of threes here in the quarter. Preston now leads by 12. As Holt wants to drive baseline and a reach-in foul. This is going to go against Cole Harris. Cole is just his first, and one foul each side.
Good job by Holt attacking Cole's closeout. Got past him, and Cole had to grab on.
See, they let him play the first 2 minutes like they did in the first half. Pushing, shoving, grabbing, biting. And now the last 2 minutes, they've locked it all down again. As a good hustle play by Gabe Hammonds to knock that inbound pass out of bounds.
Really like the Indians' energy here in this third quarter, Dan. They're getting their hands in the passing lane. They're blocking shots, tipping the ball.
The pass comes into Bruin Fleischman. Give it back to Williams. Lob it down to Titan Fleischman on the left block. Wants to turn inside on Hess. Back outside. Holt for three. No good. Long rebound. Hess and Hammonds bang into each other, but then Hess gets it out of midair. In the front court, it comes to Harris. Knapp, a wide open three. Good. Wrecker Knapp hits his first three of the game, and it's 41-26. Preston now leads by 15. Williams takes a long three of his own. Good.
He's about 5'7", so he has to shoot out further to get open, and he was about a 30-footer there for Eli Williams.
He'll shoot from anywhere. As Shumway works against Williams now as it comes to Harris. He dropped it. Hammonds picks it up, and he goes up and he's fouled. Wow.
Gabe feeling a little bit here in the third quarter. He's hit a couple threes. Now he'll get a chance to go to the free throw line.
Foul's going to go against Deacon Blackhawk. That's his first. Second team foul called against Century. And now Isaac Pantea is going to come back in, and Gabe Hammonds goes back to the free throw line. Remember, he missed his first two free throws back in the first half. He makes that one. Parker Tolman back into the game along with Pantea as Titan Fleischman leaves. And looks like Emmett Holt is going to come out as well. Yes, he is. So Hammonds back to the free throw line for his second. That's good again. So he makes both of those. Gabe now with 10, 43-29. Preston leading by 14. As down low, great cut by Tolman, but blocked from behind by Hammonds.
Yeah, great recovery to stop what would have been an easy layup for a Tolman.
And now Williams will try to bring it in. And hold on, we got a whistle holding foul on Hess before the pass even comes inbounds.
Braden gives Coach Jones a thumbs up, like, I'm okay, leave me in, but I don't think that's
the inconsistency of the officiating is ridiculous sometimes. That's three on Hess.
Yeah, so I think Drew will come in for him. Yeah.
You know, we talk about Pantea riding people like a bronco, and Hess just looks at somebody wrong down low and gets called for a foul. Unbelievable. Yeah, as it comes in, Bruin Fleischman has it out in the three-point area. Back to Williams. Three is too long. As inside, Tolman has the rebound, and then he's fouled from behind. As the foul, I think, is going to go against Gabe Hammonds, and it will. See, here we go. Now they're going to lock everything down, and you can't even breathe on somebody without getting called for a foul.
Yeah, Gabe's explaining that to referee Greg Harding right now, saying, "No, wait a minute. Both ways. Call them both ways."
Parker Tolman at the free throw line, needs a bounce, won't get it, misses the first. Tolman had 2 points in the first half. That was his first points all year against Preston. It was scoreless in the first two meetings.
And with Hess and Rhett Larson both on the bench now, Dan, we really have to box out.
As he missed them both. Bruin Fleischman goes over the back to get the rebound, and then a foul here. That's against Knapp. It's three. There we go.
Yeah, so when you give up a rebound on the free throw, almost always something bad happens.
But Bruin Fleischman jumped over a man's back to get to the ball.
Yeah, they don't
and then
call
you go over
that.
in the corner, and they call a foul just trying to go for the basketball.
Now here comes the Century's heavy set, so to speak. Holt, Titan, Fleischman, Bruin, Fleischman all in, all 6'4" or better.
At best, basically, they go back to their starting five here as Preston now kind of on the run here in foul trouble. As Knapp goes back to the bench with 3 fouls. Williams drives, lays it off to Titan. Fleischman down low against Larson and lays it in. Titans got 8 and the lead down to 12, 43-31. Under 3 minutes to play here in quarter number 3. Harris, top of the key, wants to drive, take it back outside to Shumway. Comes around the screen set by Hammonds, now back top of the key. Now he wants to drive. Drew Jones has it over in the corner, wants to go up, can't. He'll give it back to Shumway. Back outside, back to Harris again, who wants to drive here. Cole kicks it back outside to Hammonds. Free throw line extended right. He creates Williams down and then lays it in, and he's fouled on by Fleischman.
Great individual play by Gabe Hammonds. That was a beauty.
As the kids would say, he broke Williams' ankles and put him on the floor.
Then went up, around, and through the biggest man on the floor, Titan Fleischman, for the layup in the and one.
As Titan draws his first foul and Hammonds back to the free throw line. Completes the three-point play. 46-31, that ties their biggest lead of the game at 15. Williams has it over on the right side. Comes around the screen set by Holt. Kick it off, back down to Fleischman on the block. Jones reaches in, almost had it, and then they didn't call the traveling, and Fleischman gets the layup down low.
Yeah, Fleischman just using his size and length to somehow lay it up and in.
The little guy Jones almost had it away from him. Harris driving back to Hammonds, backing in, and he traveled.
Yeah, too bad. He had a chance to try to get a layup or a foul there.
2:02 to play. 46-33, Preston leads. Remember, they led by 6 at halftime. They lead by 13 here. Comes back to Williams. Comes around the screen. Free throw line. Can't get a shot there. Kick it back out to Bruin for 3. Good.
A little bit of a run here by Century.
First points in the game by Bruin Fleischman. The lead down to 10. Timeout called by the Indians. 46-36, 1:37 left. We're back right after this.
A higher level of precision and accuracy, that's what the new Naveo Robotic Assistance System at Franklin County Medical Center provides you. Whether you're in need of revision, partial or total knee replacement, the new robotic assisted surgery technology at Franklin County Medical Center allow knee surgery candidates the comfort of knowing that their knee surgery will be performed with confidence, improving the function, feel, and longevity of your new knee. Learn more about the new robotics machine at fcmc.org. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
46-36, Preston leads by 10. 1:37 left here in quarter number 3. Dan Hubbard along with Lyle Fuller, John Beverly back in the studio. Our cameraman tonight, John Slaughter, as Preston will have the ball in the backcourt. They come back with Hammonds, Harris, Jones, Knapp, and Rhett Larson.
Knapp with those 3 fouls. Hess on the bench with 3 fouls.
That's the first time he's really had foul trouble in quite a while. As a shot by Harris is no good. Titan Fleischman uses his size and brawn to pull the rebound down to his younger brother Bruin. They give it off to Williams up into the front court. Williams chases the ball over into the right corner. Back outside to Titan Fleischman. He'll shoot from there if you let him. Bring it back outside to Bruin. To Pantea, back to Williams now. Free throw line extended right. Comes around the screen set by Holt. Down the middle, lay it up, short. And a foul here on Fleischman as he went over the back of Larson.
Yeah, Larson had the inside position and the box out we've been talking about all night.
That's 2 on Titan, now 4 apiece on each team.
Well, some pressure by Century, but with 3 guards in the game, we should be okay to break the pressure.
Harris, and a blocking foul here against Holt. Cole got it across the free throw line, and then Holt jumped right in front of him. Across the mid-court stripe, I should say, not the free throw line. That's 5 fouls now on Century, 2 on Emmett Holt. And Knapp brings it in from right in front of us. In the backcourt, it comes to Drew Jones. Less than a minute to play here in the third. Preston leads by 10, 46-36. Hammonds for three, good again.
Gabe Hammonds coming out firing in the second half.
He's got 3 threes here in the quarter. 49-36, 40 seconds to play in quarter number 3. Williams lays it off. Fleischman, 12-foot jumper's good. Titans had a pretty good quarter as well. Down to 25 seconds now left in the quarter. See if Preston's going to hold here for the last shot. Bruin Fleischman comes out to pressure the ball, comes to Harris, now back to Hammonds in the right corner. He'll bring it back out top. Clock runs down, 14 seconds to play in the quarter. Back to Cole Harris with 10. As Cole just shakes his head yes as they'll put the ball into motion. Drives, Jones in the left corner. Let's go a three. Again! As Drew Jones dances and spins down the court as the quarter expires, and Preston leads 52-38 as we are done with 3 here tonight. Preston with a big lead. We'll go to the 4th coming up right after this.
KACA.
At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we've been in business since 1948. And while many of the faces may have changed, there's one thing that still stays the same: our personalized customer service. Our customers will always come first, whatever your needs. At Rounds & Associates Insurance, we have many different insurance options and can find the right option for you and your needs. Call us today to find out more. 208-852-2500. 208-852-2500, or drop by the office, 85 South State Street.
There's a special bond between people and their pets. One that's built during playtime, chore time, cuddle time, and of course, lots of meal times. That's why IFA Country Stores carries all the best food for all kinds of pets, whether they're a part of your lifestyle, a part of your livelihood, or a part of your family. IFA Country Stores, helping to grow the things you love.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
We go to quarter number 4. Preston leads by 14, 52-38 after outscoring Century in the quarter, 24-16.
Yeah, Century, an excellent defensive team, usually one of the best in the entire state at the 4A level. Put 24 points on them in the quarters. Great effort by the Indians.
The thing for Century, they've allowed 52 points already here tonight. They only average on the year 54 points per game. Hess back onto the floor here for the Indians to start the quarter. Harris with the layup and the bucket.
Strong drive by Cole.
Cole's going to go to the free throw line. Just 4 points in the game now for Cole. The foul goes against Emmett Holt, and with 7:47 to play, Century is out of fouls as Harris makes the free throw.
Exactly the way the Indians want to start the quarter. They go up 17, Dan.
Bruin Fleischman for 3. Good again.
Fleischman warming up.
Yeah, he was quiet in the first half, but he's got a couple of threes here in the last minute off the clock.
Century has the three-point shooters to close that gap quickly if the Indians aren't careful here.
As Harris up into the front court. Backdoor Hess. And that's going to be a foul on Fleischman. As Hess really had to kind of contort his body to get around Bruin. And he came down on Bruin's back, but they called a foul on Fleischman as he has 3 quick fouls here. And now Braden Hess will go to the free throw line. This is a shooting foul. He'll shoot 2 as the first one needs a bounce and gets it. But that's 17 fouls now against Century.
Foul trouble for the Indians, just Knapp and Hess, 2 each, or 3 each.
Lead back out to 15 again, and it stays at 15 as he misses the second free throw. Here comes Pantea. Preston holds on to the lead. They play here again next Thursday night. Pantea driving down the lane. Lay it off to Titan Fleischman. Lay it up and in.
Yeah, Titan's bigger than Hess, but Hess is a little faster, a little quicker. He can face him up on the offensive end. He can get by him, I think.
Harris has it in the right corner. Cole spins his way out and travels. Kind of lost his balance and ended up doing a little bunny hop in the pea patch.
Yeah, he likes that spin move. He couldn't get all the way spun that time and got a little caught on it.
1 minute gone here in quarter number 4. Preston leading by 13, 56-43. Pantea pulls up jumper from the free throw line as an air ball, and Fleischman rips it away from him, but he's standing out of bounds when he did it.
Could have called Fleischman for a foul maybe on that too. It could have been big, but Preston ball.
As it comes in, Shumway back into the game here for Preston. Back up in the front court. Jones in the left corner, gets it out of the corner. And he'll now bring it back to the top of the key as Williams works against him there. As it comes to Knapp over on the right side. Back out top to Harris. Swing it back over to Shumway. Back down low on the block. It comes to Knapp. Has a little drop step. Gets around Fleischman and lays it in.
Everybody left. He said, why not?
he turned and looked, and all of a sudden Bruin Fleischman was gone. He was standing behind him. Kick it back outside to Williams for 3. No good. Harris up high to get the rebound. Here comes Preston 3-on-1 as Jones had it, dropped it, gives it to Knapp for the layup.
Converted. Good job. When you have the numbers, you got to convert those.
The lead's out to 17, 60-43. 6:05 to play. Bruin Fleischman has it over on the right side. Gives it off to his bigger brother, Titan. Free throw line, doesn't shoot, give it back to Bruin for 3. That's way long as the rebound is off Jones and bounces right to Titan Fleischman for the layup, who has 16 and leads the Century Diamondbacks in scoring as it comes to Hess in the front court. Hess will give it back outside to Shumway. Titan Fleischman had 17 the other night against Pocatello. One of 2 players with 17. Isaac Pantea also had 17 as Williams knocks the ball away and out of bounds.
Yeah, Fleischman has been seeing significant varsity time since his freshman year, starting since his sophomore year. Very, very big and very experienced post.
Yeah, you get somebody that big, you're gonna play him no matter what year he is. As it comes to Jones. Knapp up into the front court, back to Harris. Now Hammonds, free throw line extended right, working against Williams. Wanted to drive, gets cut off by Eli. Now brings it back out top. Now he'll give it back to Jones. Jones is double teamed. Now back to Hammonds. Hammonds on the right side. Shoots over Titan Fleischman. Needs a bounce, won't get it. As the rebound is off to Bruin, and Bruin falls down. But they're going to call a foul here against the Indians, and it's going to go against Hess, and it's number 4 on him.
So he'll sit for a minute or 2 maybe at 5:05 to go.
As Larson comes back in. And Larson is charged with stopping Titan Fleischman.
Yeah, you have to do your work early on Titan. You got to keep him further away from the hoop on both ends of the floor.
So Pantea walks the dribble back across into the front court as Knapp touched it, said it went off of Bruin, but the referees aren't buying it. It'll stay with Century over on the far sideline.
Yeah, good hustle play, but stays with Century.
Holt gets it in as it comes to Pantea. Swing it back over again. Bruin Fleischman for another 3. Again, another air ball. There's Titan to pick up the garbage and put it back in.
I don't know how many points he's had off offensive rebounds, but most of his have come that way.
As Williams rocks the ball away from behind as Harris was looking over at the coach, and a foul on Harris, and the layup is in. Emmett Holt with the basket. Holding foul against Cole, his second. That's the one thing that Century will do, both their boys and their girls teams. They will leave somebody back in the back court, and then as you come across the timeline, they'll make a kamikaze dive for the ball.
Yeah.
As Jones up into the front court after the 3-point play, comes back to Larson, Red had it and dropped it out of bounds. Timeout on the floor. Preston's lead is down to 10, 60-50, 4:29 to play. Back with more right after this.
KACA.
In the good old days, you did business with people who treated you well, had a firm handshake, and looked you in the eye. At West Motor here in Preston and Logan, that's the way we did it. Since then, we've grown and added technology, but we didn't leave the good stuff out. We still offer a free car wash when you're in for service. We offer quality Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Ford vehicles. We look you in the eye when we give you our no-charge lifetime powertrain warranty, and we finish every deal with a firm handshake. The good old days were good, and these days are good too. We know we've been here all along. Visit West Motor today.
West Motor Company.
KACH.
Tonight's game is brought to you in part by Fellows Chiropractic. If you've overdone it on the sports field and have a hard time moving, call Fellows Chiropractic. They'll take care of any adjustment or massage you might need. Fellows Chiropractic, 8 South State Street in Preston. Call 852-2240, 852-2240. Tonight's game also brought to you by Webb Funeral Home. Their compassionate staff will help you in your time of need. Give them a call at 852-0533 for Webb Funeral Home. Leads down to 10, 60-50 with 4:29 to play.
Yeah, Century ball. Century with some momentum here, Dan. We got to break that.
Preston now out of fouls as well, as they have 16 fouls here in the half. So Pantea will bring it up the floor. Looks down the right side. Holt comes out to set the screen, comes around the screen, kick it back over to Bruin Fleischman. Tries to get it inside. Titan pops up to the right elbow, holds it there. Hess back onto the floor here for the Indians. As it comes back to Pantea, drives the baseline. Nice play by Cole Harris from behind to knock it away, but it's going to stay with Century. 4:09 left. So rolling the dice here, putting Braden Hess back on the floor with 4 fouls. Pantea back outside to Bruin Fleischman. Holds it there. Drops it to Emmett Holt. Holt wants to spin inside. They leave him almost alone at the free throw line, but he doesn't take the shot. Back to Pantea. Holt now back to Titan Fleischman from along the left baseline. Wants to back in on Hess. Kick it back outside to Bruin for 3. Good.
Record Knapp was right on him. It didn't matter that time.
Yeah, he rose and just drilled that. Nothing but net. He's got 9 here in the second half, and the lead is down to 7, 60-53. And a whistle. Was that a whistle? Apparently not. But Brecker Knapp's got the layup.
I think it was just a sneaker squeaking really loud right by us.
So 62-53. Pantea comes across the top of the key with 3:20 to play. Preston's lead is 9. Tenuous at best. Williams around the screen, set by Titan Fleischman. Can't get a shot. Pantea top of the key. We'll give it back to Williams. Back outside to Emmett Holt. He looks at a 3. Too long. Air ball. Down low. Bruin Fleischman with the rebound. Turns and he's fouled. As Brecker Knapp took an elbow in the jaw.
Gets called for the foul, I think.
And gets called for the foul. No, foul's on Hess and he's done.
Oh, wow. I don't see how they got Hess on that one at all.
I don't either. I don't know how. When Brecker catches an elbow in the jaw, and the foul's on Hess. So that's 5 on Braden. He's done. And Titan Fleischman stands at midcourt licking his chops.
Yeah, Brett Larson will have to step up now, really put a body on him, box him out. Speaking of the Fleischman.
First free throw is short. Three minutes and 3 seconds left. Preston's lead is 9. Bruin's second free throw is short again. Larson hustles to get the rebound, give it to Shumway. He'll weave his way through traffic, give it to Harris, to Knapp, now back to Shumway again as we go under 3 minutes left in the quarter. Nice crossover move, back to Larson, and he's fouled by Titan Fleischman, and that's 4 on Titan.
Great find by Traeger Shumway, just beat his man and created an opportunity for his teammate.
So Rhett Larson now will go to the free throw line to shoot 2. 18 fouls now on Century. More importantly, 4 fouls against Titan Fleischman, and the free throw by Larson is good.
I liked what Hammonds did there, Dan. He went before Rhett shot it. He went and just said, "You got this." Gave him a little fist bump. Good leadership there by the senior.
Makes them both. His first 2 points of the game, and the lead grows out to 11 again. As Pantea stops for a 3, and a foul by Hammonds on the 3-point attempts.
Yeah.
Hammonds, who went down and came flying back and from behind, and will get called for the foul on the 3-point attempt, and Pantea is going to go to the line to shoot 3 free throws here.
Yeah, Gabe trying to recover. You don't try to block that shot, though. You just leave that one alone.
First one is good. Tonight's game brought to you by Stokes Market. True value from produce to hand tools, fresh meat to smokers, even a fresh bakery and deli items, and now fresh sushi made daily. Stokes Market, True Value, 217 South State Street in Preston, as Pantea makes the first two. As Parker Tolman comes back in, the lead now is back down to 9. And Pantea can make it 8 with the third free throw, which is no good. And Larson able to wrestle the rebound away and get it off to Shumway up into the front court. As it comes to Hammonds, 2.5 to play. 9-point lead for the Indians, 64-55. Hammonds crossover dribble on Pantea a couple of times. Harris now pops out to get it. He'll stand there, spin move on Holt, goes down the middle, lay it off to Larson, and he's fouled again. Great dish. As
Holt down on
Holt
the floor.
goes down.
Becker Knapp over there helping him up.
As, oops, he's up and he's hobbled. He can't put much weight on the left ankle.
Looks to be in pain.
As he's biting on the jersey, trying to suck up the pain. The trainer just standing and looking, and now finally will start to walk out and start to help him. As he came down after making the block attempt on Larson, I think he landed on Rhett's foot and twisted the ankle.
He's going to get some help back to the Century bench here. And Blackhawk will replace him in the lineup.
And he also draws his third foul as Blackhawk comes back onto the floor. Nice hand from the folks here. As he's going to go right back toward, going to the training room or the end of the bench. He's going to go right to the end of the bench. So Larson comes on, a couple more free throw attempts. First one needs a bounce and won't get it. So Rhett can get the lead back out to 10 again if he can make the second. 64-55. Second free throw is good. He makes 3 out of 4 here in the last couple of minutes. As Jones comes back on, Larson leaves after making the free throws. Titan Fleischman comes back in with 4 fouls. 2:22 to play. Preston leads by 10.
So Becker Knapp will draw the assignment now on Fleischman inside.
And Brecker with 3 fouls of his own. Pantea up into the front court, driving all the way. As Brecker comes across and Fleisch swats it out of bounds.
Great block there. Again, it's a recovery after getting beat on the perimeter.
Blackhawk will bring it in. Comes into Fleischman as he gives it to Bruin. Bruin, Fleischman holds, back down low on the block. It goes to Titan. Fleischman tries to back in, drop step. Shot is good. As he really used his brawn to back the much smaller Becker Knapp out of the way, and a timeout called by Century. 2:01 to play, 65-57. And again, we'll be right back.
When it comes to all things electrical, Sean Carter and the guys at S&T Electrical should always be your go-to crew. With experience in everything from new construction to repairs, service, and new installations, S&T Electrical is professional and friendly in all they do. Your electrical work will be done right. Call S&T Electric today at 208-852-5878.
This is Sean Carter with S&T Electric in Preston, Idaho. It's what we do.
KACH.
There's the score. And for those watching on mylocalradio.com, 65-57. Both teams are out of fouls. Possession arrow is in the direction of the Diamondbacks in case that comes into play.
The Indians will have the ball on the baseline here. Hammonds with a great second half, Dan. I think he's got 14 here in the second half so far. And we'll see what impact Emmett Holt being out of the game has for Century. Is he still on the end of the bench with that ankle?
As he comes in, Shumway had it, and Williams knocked away from behind, and it's going to go out of bounds back to Preston.
You got to be strong with that ball. When you catch it in bounds, secure it with both hands, elbows out. Make them foul you if they want to come from behind and poke it away.
Knapp again to bring it in. 2 minutes exactly to play in the game.
And that's just what Cole did. Yep.
And Bruin Fleischman called from the fouls. Harris tried to strip it away from Harris. And Bruin called for the foul. I believe that's just his first I have. And it is. That's 10 team fouls now on Century, so then the double bonus, Harris will shoot 2. 1:58 left. Larson will come back in here for the Indians, as will Titan Fleischman come back in here in just a second as well. First one by Harris is no good.
A little chess match here with the coaches on the personnel. Jones will go out. Jones was in for the ball handling to beat the press, and now we'll put Larson in for defense coming back the other way.
As Titan Fleischman comes back into the game, as Parker Tolman goes to the bench. Harris, second free throw, missed them both as that one rolled out. A couple of big misses for Cole. It's an 8-point game, 65-57, 1:50 to play. Pantea driving, spinning, kicks it back out. Fleischman for 3, and Titan saves it on the floor, but it's going to go to Preston, who's out of bounds.
No, they're going to say Brecker touched it, unless well, now they're going to talk.
The referee down low gave it to the Indians.
He's saying Titan was out of bounds when he touched it.
Titan was out of bounds when he tried to save it. So the shot was deflected.
Now Brecker got a piece of the three-point attempt. Now Jones back in for Larson again for ball handling, beating the press.
As they get it into Shumway, back to Knapp. Brecker weaving through traffic, and he's double teamed in the backcourt, and a foul here on Tolman.
Again, we got to hit free throws.
Tolman's second, and now Knapp goes to the line to shoot a pair.
Larson and Titan Fleischman back at the score table, ready to come back in.
Yeah, they're going to wear out a path back and forth to the padded seats here over the last 135. Knapp, first free throw is no good. Preston playing right into their hands.
Yeah, well, part of it is, just having confidence and stepping up and knowing you're going to hit them.
That's what I mean. If they're going to foul and send us to the free throw line, if we're not going to make them, we're going to play right into their hands. As he misses them both. Preston's missed 4 straight. 1:30 to play. In the corner, Fleischman drives baseline. Reverse layup, and he's fouled. So Bruin's going to go to the line. Foul here is against, they call the foul on Brecker Knapp, and that's 4 on Brecker. As Tolman and Jones comes back in. As Bruin Fleischman will go to the line. Titan Fleischman will go back to the bench. As Tolman doesn't know if he's supposed to be up, down, in, out.
Yeah, we talked about it in the pregame, Dan, but the Indians have to hit free throws to protect this lead. No other way around it.
Bruins Fleischman, his first one is good. Bruin, who did not score in the first half, now has 10 in the game. And the second one is no good. As Knapp has the rebound, and he's held in the backcourt by Williams.
Yeah, he'll shoot 2, get a chance to redeem himself here at the line.
Eli Williams called for the foul. That's 4 on him. You've got to make free throws. It comes down just to simply that simple. Larson again will come back in. Jones will leave. Titan Fleischman again will come back in. There for scoring for Century. But right now, the free throw line, the game is at the free throw line for the Indians as Brecker Knapp makes that one.
Indians with nobody on the line trying to rebound, just everybody back.
Brecker has a dozen. The lead is 8, 66-58. As Titan Fleischman will come back in. Get in the rebounding position. I thought you had to have somebody on the lane. As Brecker, the only guy up there, and he misses the second free throw. So Pantea gets the ball back up in the front court. 1:15 to play. 66-58. Preston leads by 8. Pantea wants to drive, gets cut off, goes back to Blackhawk, just back into the game. Shoots from the free throw line, no good. Harris has the rebound for the Indians. Quickly, they get it up court to Shumway, all alone, lay up and in. The lead's 10 with under a minute.
Great alert play by Cole, eyes up, down court.
Pantea from the elbow is good, and timeout called by Century. 68-60, the lead down to 8 again with 51 seconds left. as this will be a full timeout taken by the Diamondbacks. Timeout on the floor. We'll be right back.
KACH.
We are proud of what milk can do. It nourishes friendships and partnerships. It nourishes bodies and businesses. It nourishes nonprofits and schools. It nourishes families and faraway lands. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
KACH.
Welcome back. As timeout called by the Diamondbacks. Preston will have the ball with 51 seconds left.
Like Brecker Knapp will inbounds from the baseline. And Drew Jones back in to give some ball handling, shooting.
68-60.
Set some screens, guys. There you go.
They get it in to Hammonds in the backcourt. Hammonds against Blackhawk. Well, I don't know why you don't foul him right now. Automatically, Jones in the backcourt is trapped, and he is fouled. Nope, timeout called by Jones. So the dad, Tyler Jones, calls the timeout to bail out his son, Drew, who was stuck in the backcourt.
Yeah, good execution defensively by Century to set the trap there.
It's full timeout, this time called by Preston with 43 seconds to play. As tonight's game brought to you by Ralph's Construction, building homes in the Blue Sage Park area here in Preston. For information on how you can have a new home built for you or for your needs or desires, call 435-232-1837. That's 232-1837 for Ralph's Construction.
KACH.
The KACH Cash Magnet Contest is here, and you can win money just by listening to your radio. Simply pick up one of the cash magnets available many places around town and be listening after 7 o'clock each weekday morning as I will call out a 4-digit number. If your magnet has that 4-digit number, you'll have 1 minute and 5 seconds to call the radio station, and you could win the cash jackpot of the day. If no one wins, the cash prize will go up $5 a day. Find a cash magnet, be listening weekday mornings, and get ready to win with FM 105.5 and AM 1340 KACH.
KACH.
So 43 seconds left. Preston has the ball again in the backcourt after the timeout as they get it to Jones again. As Tolman fell down in midcourt. Jones get it to Shumway. Got to get in the front court, and they finally do. To Knapp, back to Shumway. Now back to Knapp, and Shumway's fouled. Took a shot right in the mouth.
Yeah. It's a mouth guard check there.
Tolman with the foul gets his third, and now it'll be Shumway to go to the free throw line. Shumway, a great free throw shooter, although he hasn't shot very many this year. He's 88% for the season.
He's got a nice touch.
And makes the first. That's his first free throw tonight and gives him 10 in the game. Nine-point lead. He can make it 10 again with 32 seconds left, and he does. Preston trying to punch a ticket to the district final coming up next week. That'll be played here if they can hang on to the lead. Williams driving back down low to Fleischman, and a reach-in foul against Larson.
Yeah, you don't want to foul in that situation. Let the clock keep running.
His second. Jones will come back in. Tolman will be back in here in a moment as well. 70-60. Preston leading by 2. Titan Fleischman at the line makes the free throw. Who putting together a great game tonight. Titan now with 21 points on the night.
I don't know how many rebounds, but probably a double-double to boot. Rebound,
I'm sure. Second one is good. And now if Tolman will come back in for Titan, Fleischman again, with the lead again back down to 8, 70-62, and 23 seconds to play. So look for Century to foul right away again as they get it to Shumway. Back to Knapp. Knapp in a crowd and run into by Blackhawk, and a foul by Blackhawk.
Yeah, that'll send Knapp back to the line.
So Deacon Blackhawk draws his second. And the race back to the scores table dance continues for Titan Fleischman and Rhett Larson with 20 seconds left. First one by Knapp rolls in. Larson and Fleischman back into the game. 9-point lead. Brecker can make it 10 again with 20 seconds left.
Brecker with a big grin on his face after he hits that first one. Let's get the second. Nope.
The second one's no good. And they almost fumble the ball, but it comes to Williams. Races it up into the front court all the way. A little runner in the lane. Needs a bounce, won't get it. Ball's still loose. Titan has it down low. Spin, shoots over Larson, good. And timeout again, called by Century. Titan Fleischman now with 24 in the game. 71-64. The lead is 7 with 7 seconds left. And a full timeout taken by Century. So a timeout on the floor. Let's squeeze one more in here as well. We'll be right back.
From sun up to sundown, we spend our time on the dairy, caring for cows and producing milk. And we also love being part of our tight-knit communities, being advocates for the kids in our schools, and being providers of safe, nutritious food for families around here and around the world. As your local dairy producers, we are more than farmers. We are Dairy West.
KACH.
Seven seconds left. Indians come back out onto the floor, leading 71-64.
Yeah, you have to get it in cleanly and maybe hit one or two more free throws, and this one will be in the cooler. Century hoping for a miracle. They have to have a steal, a three, then another steal, and another three, and it even have a shot.
Yeah, fortunately, you can't just cover it here like a mother hen if you get the pass inside, because that's what they want you to do. You have to make them chase you around. As Dangerous comes into Hammonds, and he's fouled in the backcourt. Foul again will go against Eli Williams, and that'll be 5 on Eli, and he's done. So he fouls out. Gabe Hammonds will now go to the line with that 7-point lead. And just 5 seconds left, so this one all but in the refrigerator now here for Preston. We'll tell you what's coming up next for both Preston and Century on the postgame show, as the tournament will continue as Hammonds makes the first. Big night for Gabe tonight. He's got 17.
A tremendous second half after 2 in the first half.
And with 5 seconds left, he's gonna bring in the JV crew, as it's Lords, Nelson, Lindhart,
and Chevy,
Will Hamlin into his first varsity game here as well. And also into the game here, Cameron Hobbs.
And Century will do the same.
They'll empty their bench, but I don't have numbers for their guys. Yes, I do. Nash Harding is 33. He'll bring it in. Tyler Schill, he's the guy who went after Julian Bowie the other night and caused the bench-clearing brawl at the end of the game. As he walks the dribble up into the front court, and the game is over. As he comes in with a straw in his mouth, chewing on a straw as he walks the ball and walks the clock out. So Preston wins it tonight, 73-64. They have punched their ticket to the district championship game next Thursday. That will be played here. We'll have more details for that coming up on the postgame show. We thank you for watching. We thank you for listening, and we invite you to stay tuned. The postgame show is coming up next. Tonight's game has been brought to you by West Motors, celebrating their 75th year in the Cache Valley. Stokes Market True Value, with the freshest meat and produce, and now preparing and selling sushi. Franklin County Medical Center, with the finest care in all of the Cache Valley. Rounds & Associates Insurance Agency, an independent agency with many options for all of your insurance needs.
Preston Auto Parts Car Quest. We have all the parts your car may need to keep running strong. Webb Funeral Home, serving Preston and the surrounding communities since 1925. Ralph's Construction, building new homes in the Blue Sage Park region in Preston. Naylor Insurance, for home, health, life, and auto from Mutual of Enumclaw. Preston Pharmacy, now with their own app to help make tracking your prescriptions easier. Now stay tuned for the postgame show, coming right up.
Sushi, a word that is as fun to say as the food is to eat. Try it. Say sushi. Now run down to Stokes Market and pick up some fresh-made sushi. Yes, I said Stokes Market. They now have the family fresh sushi specialists making outstanding sushi platters and party trays fresh every day. They even make up custom platters so you can get your favorite sushi dishes. Any kind of fish upon request, even vegetable sushi available with no meat. Enjoy the fresh-made platters already available or order the kind of sushi you want. Give them 2 hours and a special custom sushi platter will be waiting for you at Stokes Market in Preston. Go ahead, say it. I know you want to. Sushi, fresh for you right now.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
A proud member of the Co-op. We save you money on advertising and enable you to reach more customers. We are KACH, Preston, Clarkston.
This is the Preston Indians postgame show. Coming up, we'll recap tonight's game, take a look at the final stats, and a look at other games from around the area on the Ron Keller Tire scoreboard. Welcome back here to what is a very ruckus and noisy Preston gym as the Preston Indians hold on tonight and win it by the final score of 73-64. They beat the Diamondbacks for the third time this year, and by doing so have punched their ticket to the district championship game coming up here next week at Preston Gym.
Boy, tonight was huge, as we know, to just keep that home court momentum going and keep playing well. The Indians did that, set themselves up well for the rest of this district tournament. Now you get round two between Century and Pokey, and that ended with a lot of pushing and shoving on the court, and that'll be a blood sport of a game.
Yeah, exactly. That game will be back over at the Snake Pit coming up on Tuesday night, and the winner of that game will be back here to take on the Preston Indians, and the loser goes home. Their season's over.
Yeah, it's that time of year. We're getting down to losing, and you go home time. Great job by the Indians tonight. Built a good sizable lead, up 16 at one point. Century got back into it. Some shaky free throw shooting there in the fourth quarter. But the Indians hang on and hit some free throws in the last 2 minutes.
The big thing that helped the Preston Indians was a big third quarter when they outscored the Indians 24-16. They took that little measly 6-point lead at halftime and really expanded it out. And actually, we get right down to brass tacks, it got them a lead that Century couldn't, dug a hole that Century couldn't get themselves out of.
Yeah, despite a really good night by Titan Fleischman for the Diamondbacks. And then it hurt their comeback effort that Holt spent the last 3 minutes of the fourth quarter on the bench with an ankle or some kind of lower leg problem. Right. He's one of their best three-point shooters. But, at this time of year, you find a way to win. And that's what Preston did tonight. They found a way to win, and they come away with a 9-point win. So 73 is a great scoring output as well.
Yeah, so that's well over their average. Preston averaging right at just a tick over 60 points a game through the season. So 73 tonight. I think it's off the top of my head, it's the fourth or fifth time they've gotten into the 70s this year. I think their highest point total on the season was 77, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah, and as we'll look at in the numbers here in just a bit, good three-point shooting tonight from the Indians really helped fuel that offensive surge in the second half. Hammonds in particular, huge second half, and hit some key three-pointers, and Jones came in, hit that fadeaway three right at the end of the third quarter. That was a big momentum builder for the Indians as well.
You know, you have to take the negative with the positive. Yes, they played well, but for the first time in probably the last 6 or 7 games, Braden Hess had some foul trouble and ended up fouling out about halfway through quarter number 4.
Yeah, he did his best against Titan Fleischman, and we talked about the referee. We don't like to focus necessarily on the reffing in a game, but when they're letting a lot go, that favors the bigger, stronger guy, and that was Titan Fleischman. And Hess just had a hard time all night containing him down low, ended up fouling out. But Larson came in relief and did a good job, and just a good overall team win.
Let's also give a call to Traeger Shumway, who had one of his better games of the year, really, and needed to have a big game tonight.
Yeah, he came in, was solid handling the ball. He had some nice assists. He scored. He got into double figures tonight. Really good game all around tonight by Shumway. You need that from your seniors. And we talked a little bit about Century's had some move-ins. Well, Traeger Shumway's Preston is the beneficiary of the move-in from Skyview High School there in Smithfield.
Right, so Preston wins it 73-64. They'll next play here at home next Thursday in the district championship game, as they will face the winner of Tuesday's, again, winner-go-home game between Century and Pocatello, to be played at the Snake Pit at Century High School. That game next Thursday here at Preston High School will start at 7 o'clock. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back. We'll look at the stats from the game. We'll do that as we continue right after this.
KACA.
This month, our nation celebrates 2 great presidents. At West Motors, they celebrate February with their President's Day event all month long. This month, you'll find prices we're celebrating on all Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram vehicles at West Motor in Preston and Logan. Pricing so low, you'll want to stand up and salute. March on in and feel the power of a Ram, the comfort of a Chrysler, the dependability of a Jeep, and the family-friendly Dodge vehicles. Celebrate with win-win deals all month long during the President's Day event at West Motor in Preston and Logan.
This is Ron Smaley from Webb Funeral Home, thanking Preston Indian and Westside Pirate fans for your loyalty over the years. You have helped make Webb Funeral Home Franklin County's most trusted name in funeral services since 1925. Our staff is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week to provide compassionate service in your time of need. We also offer a full range of services, including many funeral pre-planning options to meet everyone's budget, an excellent monument selection, and the best aftercare services available. Let us answer any questions you may have by calling 208-852-0533. Webb Funeral Home, since 1925. You know us, you trust us, we're here to stay.
KACH, mylocalradio.com.
Well, let's look at the score sheet from tonight's game and see how this game shook out. As for the Century Diamondbacks, they got a total of 8 points tonight out of Isaac Pantea. They also got 4 out of Eli Williams before he ended up fouling out of the game. Emmett Holt left with some sort of an ankle or leg injury. In the fourth quarter, he finished with 8 points. Bruin Fleischman had 10 points in the game. He had 3 threes in the second half. In fact, all of his 10 points came in the second half of the game. Parker Tolman finished the game with 2. And it was Titan Fleischman who led all scorers in the game tonight. Titan had 24 points and finished with 4 fouls. For Century, they went 7 of 11 from the free throw line, and they finished with 7 3-point baskets in the game here tonight.
Yeah, great game by Fleischman. For the Indians, Dan, they were outscored 13-12 in that first quarter, came roaring to life thereafter. They led 28-22 at the half, led 52-38 at the end of 3, and then they win at 73-64. Individual scoring for the Indians, Gabe Hammonds, after 2 points in the first half, puts up 16 in the second. He goes 2 for 4 on 2s, 3 for 4 tonight on 3s, and 5 for 7 from the line. Braden Hess has 12 points before fouling out. He goes 4 for 6 on 2s, 4 for 5 from the line. Cole Harris, only 5 points tonight, goes 2 for 5 on 2s and 1 for 3 from the line. I've got Cole with 5 assists, a steal, a block, and some rebounds. Brecker Knapp has 13 tonight on 4 for 7 on 2s, 1 for 2 on 3s, 2 for 6 from the line. Roberts goes 0 for 1 on 2s, 1 for 1 on 3s for 3 points. Traeger Shumway, great game off the bench tonight, as we talked about. He goes 3 for 3 on twos, 1 for 2 on three-point attempts, and 2 for 2 from the line for 11 points off the bench for the senior. Rhett Larson comes in and goes 3 for 4 from the line. He has 3 points. And Drew Jones came off the bench to score 7 on 1 for 1 on twos and 2 for 3 on threes. Overall, Dan, excellent shooting by the Indians from the field, 16 out of 27 on twos. Also excellent job from the three-point line, 8 out of 12 on threes and 17 out of 27 on free throws, which isn't terrible. It seemed like it wasn't as good as that because some of those were missed when Century was making a comeback in the fourth quarter. But 17 out of 27 overall from the line tonight for the Indians. And again, that final 73-64 for the Preston Indians.
So the players are coming out of the locker room. Let's take our quick last time out. We'll come back, hopefully get a chance to talk to Coach Jones and get a final thought from Lyle. We'll do that right after this timeout.
KACH.
Saving money by shopping with coupons is finally worth it. You don't have to spend hours looking for places to clip the coupons. They can be right at your fingertips on any smart device. Log into your Stokes Market Rewards account to find dozens of coupons every week. It's so easy you can't afford not to use coupons as you shop. They can help you put your rewards account on your smart device at the service desk at Stokes Market in Preston. Shop, enjoy, save with digital coupons at Stokes Market in Preston.
At Franklin County Medical Center, their goal is to get you back in the game, back to work, and back to your normal way of life. Franklin County Sports Medicine and Rehabilitation Center has a team of therapists who specialize in providing you an individualized treatment plan, helping you reach your goals, working with doctors from all over the region to make your recovery convenient and close to home. Call today so you can stop suffering and start healing. Franklin County Medical Center, where hospitality and
KACH.
Welcome back here to the postgame show as the Indians able to pick up a victory here tonight. Final score 73-64 as we're joined here on the postgame show by Coach Tyler Jones. That was a brawl right from the start.
Pretty physical, all night on both ends. But, I thought our kids, they adjusted well. They battled back and we had some really good spurts. The last couple minutes took forever, but we held on, and we told them there was 2 roads, to get to Boise, and the best road was win tonight, and you only have to win 1 more. If we would have lost, you'd have to win 3 in a row next week. So puts us in a good spot, but we still have work to do.
I made the comparison during the game that this game was a lot like the game against Middleton last year in the semifinal game. If good shooting, technical, rough at times, but you come away with another victory.
Yeah, no, great atmosphere. The crowd was great. Students were great, and they really gave us a boost again tonight. And every time, we'd get up, they'd make a run, but I thought our kids kept their composure and kept fighting, and were able to hold on.
Yeah, great contribution tonight off the bench. You get 11 from Shumway, 3 from Rhett Larson, and 7 from Jones. So 21 off the bench. You have to be pleased with that production tonight.
Yeah, especially, Brecker in foul trouble, Braden in foul trouble, and we needed something from a few guys coming in, and I thought the bench gave us a boost.
It had been a while since Hess had that kind of foul trouble.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably been 6 or 7 games.
Yeah.
But you draw a tough assignment like trying to keep Titan Fleischman out from under the basket, and some things are going to happen.
Yeah, no, he's such a big, strong kid, and they did a good job of getting him deep on the block, and there's not a lot you can do if he catches it down there. So it's a tough matchup, but Braden fought, and I thought Rhett gave us some good minutes and some good fouls as well.
So now, of course, you get the winner of round 2 between Century and Pokey. Those 2 teams have battled all year, and so another week now. You've had 8 days off. Now you play tonight, then play again next Thursday. So you got to, of course, stay fresh and stay sharp.
Yeah, it's a good thing, but at the same time, you want that momentum, and you want to be sharp, playing your best basketball, and it's hard when you play week play, but we're in a good spot, and we got to find a way to get 1 more win here next Thursday.
We'll get you out of here on this one. Drew Jones hits that big 3 right at the end of the first half. I know that Dad wants to take credit for teaching him everything he knows about the game. Did you teach him that little spinning dance move that he did going down the floor after he hit the shot?
I don't know any of those moves, but they focus so much, on Cole attacking that, those guys are going to get looks, and we need them to knock them down. And I thought, we got a few big shots from the bench tonight.
Well, congratulations. You're a win away from going back to what has become an area that you're very familiar with, going back to the state tournament.
Yeah, that's your goal all season. Teams want to make it there, and we put ourselves in a good spot. We still got work to do. We got to find a way to get one more. But home Thursday night, hopefully we can fill this place up and get one more.
Yep. Congratulations, Coach. Thanks for your time.
Hey, thank you. Appreciate you guys.
That's Tyler Jones with us here on the postgame show after a big win tonight, 73-64 final. Lyle, before we go, let's get a final thought from you.
Huge win tonight for the Indians. You come out with a 9-point win, so you have to feel pretty good about that. And, we really don't know who it'll be. Pokey could very well beat Century here Tuesday night, and we could be facing a much different team. Pokey's a lot smaller, they're faster, they're more outside-oriented. So you just don't know. You have to be ready, you have to stay sharp. You heard Coach Jones say in the pregame, everybody's healthy, which is good at this time of year. So, again, you like where you're at, but now you have to go finish it out and grab one more win to go to state.
Yeah, that game Tuesday night, of course, 2 nights ago, very emotional game. At the end of the game, anything is possible coming up next Tuesday night.
Yeah, rivals in a lose and you're done for the year game. That'll be a fun one to watch if you're a fan, and a meat grinder if you're involved in it.
That's right. So next Thursday here against either Century or Pocatello, get your tickets online, as they will not sell them here at the door. They can put about 900 people in here in the Preston gym, and we certainly would love to have all 900 here. Go online to get your tickets at phs.psd201.org, and we'll hopefully see everybody here next Thursday night.
Great environment with the band and the cheerleaders. Student section was in great voice tonight, and all that helps at this time of year. Gives you a little bit of extra energy, momentum, that helps you.
And we thank you. We'll see you next Thursday night as well.
Can't wait. We'll see you soon.
That's Lyle Fuller with us here on the post-game show, as our next game is next Thursday, as the Indians move to the championship game round of the district tournament. We'll have full coverage for you next Thursday night here on KACH FM 105.5 and AM 1340, and of course the video feed once again on mylocalradio.com. Pregame show will get started on next Thursday night, again at 6:45. The tip-off will be at 7 o'clock. That wraps up tonight's broadcast. The executive producer of KACH Radio Sports is Val Cook. Our studio coordinator has been John Beverly. Our cameraman for tonight's game for the video feed on mylocalradio.com was John Slaughter. As we remind you of the final score, 73-64, Preston moves forward. Until next time, for Lyle Fuller, I'm Dan Hubbard saying thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time. Closing good night from here at Preston Gym. After a quick timeout, we'll come back and we'll have the West Side game for you, likely to be joined in progress because that game started late after Bear Lake's bus broke down. But stay with us. West Side coming up after a quick timeout.
Thank you for listening to the Preston Indians postgame show. This broadcast has been a production of Preston Broadcasting, LLC, and was intended for the private, non-commercial use of our audience. Use of any portion of this production, its accounts or descriptions, in whole or in part, may not be used or rebroadcast without the express written permission of Preston Broadcasting, LLC.